I am going to recount a family story to you. Then we will determine the central message from one or more of the characters in the story. This is the story that my grandmother, Lucy Hanson, told to her children about the soldier in this picture. And she shared it with other relatives and grandchildren that would visit her. My aunts have passed the stories on, and now I am passing it on to my children and to my students. Why do families pass stories down to the next generation? My grandmother said it's because we need to know about our ancestors so we can know where we came from, the difficulties and experiences they went through to get us where we are today. So, let's begin. Armstead, a story worth telling again. I am the great-great-granddaughter of a runaway slave who desired to be free. His name was Armstead A. Earls. Armstead grew up with his parents on their master's farm back in Louisiana. His dad left the family years earlier because he hated being a slave. They think he joined the Union. He hated being poor and the inhumane conditions that his people lived in. He hated being a slave. He wanted better for he and his mom. He wanted to buy his own property, houses, and horses. He was tired of this life. So one night when his mother went to sleep, he stole away into the night and headed west. Run, boy, run. They're gonna come after you. Run, boy, run. To yourself be true. Run, boy, run. The light of freedom comes. Run, boy, run. The war is over and done. Run, boy, run. Run, boy, run. But the war was still going on inside of him. He had to choose a path, and he did. His path took him to Texas, where he met his wife, and they had 10 children, but only 4 lived past early childhood. Now that he was a family man, he wanted to be able to provide for his family well, so he joined the United States Army, the 10th Cavalry. He enjoyed his job, and he served bravely. He rose to the rank of sergeant. He fought proudly and courageously for the freedom of all persons, regardless of race or color. He wanted all to be free. Now, let's look for the central message in this story. What are some of the words and sentences and details that are clues to what the central message is in this story? Well, both he and his dad hated what? Slavery. They wanted to be their own what? To be their own man and to be free. Armstead wanted to be able to make his own choices. He was willing to fight so that others could be free. So one of the themes in this story is freedom. The central message of this story is passing on stories teaches us about what our family values are. Armstead valued freedom and helping others.